Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but, the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet... maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you?
Oh my gosh, Zoe, stop getting your claws stuck on my dress.
Would you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know?
Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. What if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot? And they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes. I guess that's how it would work. Yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murderer came from outside. Yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick?
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
It's been too long.
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was just the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years for prosecuting. Von Karma's the murderer!
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Wow! Which would mean, it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma.
Oh man! Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh.
Should I come out and say it now? Let's save, first of all. I think we should save it for a better time, because if we just shoot this off now, they're gonna be like, wow, you're really reaching and you have no proof, so, dismissed. Wait, I don't have enough proof yet. This is my trump card. I better save it for the right time.
Mr. Wright, something the matter?
I'm fine, Your Honor.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Shall we carry on with the trial then? That said, we have no farther to go. All that is left is the finish. In other words, the verdict.
What? Not yet.
Think, Mr. Wright. You have said that someone from the outside was the murderer, yet you cannot suggest anyone as a possible suspect, which means your conjecture is worthless and will be rejected. Of course.
Nick! Now's the time to be holding on to that trump card.
Oh, okay. I guess I was wrong.
The trial's almost over. All right. You don't know what I'm doing, but here goes. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting. Gosh, my cat scared me. This is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What? Von Karma! Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor! The one standing right over there! Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery. No. Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
I bet your ass he either got it done at a shady place or he never actually got surgery and the bullet is still inside of him. I'm gonna go with the latter for this one. Ma'am, you keep spooking me and like getting in my way. Lie the frick down. Thank you, cat. Ugh. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. Probably did undergo surgery.
He carried it with him in his shoulder. I fucking bet you. I bet your fucking ass. It's in his somewhere in his body. He has it. He's fucking carries it with him because he's that perfect.
That would leave a doctor as a witness. Probably would undergo surgery. Yeah.
Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Tusk, tusk, tusk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Wait, hold up. This might be really stupid, but can I use the metal detector on him? Can I use the metal detector? All right, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Please tell me I can use this. Please tell me I can use this. I was right! Ah! Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now?
I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Holy shit. Is that even possible? For all these years? Yeah, man. Sometimes it's not worth it to get stuff out of a person, so you just leave it in there if it's not detrimental. Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. That would explain why we've had it in our evidence log for all of this time. Or our court record. You know what I meant. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. He's sweating. He's sweating. Oh my gosh, it's the first time we've seen him nervous about anything. Ah! And it's his shoulder. Ah! I refuse. You refuse? Shit, sorry, I didn't mean to click there. But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? How do you get out of that one? Order, order, order. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Please tell me it goes beep, beep, beep. Yes! But doesn't mean it's over. It's probably a lot more bullshit we have to go through. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? Oh, I hope that's rage. I hope that's just pure, unfiltered rage. You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. He's gonna come up with some bullshit. I bet you $10 right now. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Oh man, why didn't you just say so earlier? But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. Oh, bitch, you always ask for proof. Don't you even? It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet to Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. We have a bullet. You tried to take all the evidence, you piece of shit. But we have something. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? Gonna save real quick because I feel like some shit's about to come up. I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. This one? That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with the weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullets. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. Except, how do you plan to examine the one in his shoulder? They can't court order someone to get surgery to remove a bullet from their shoulder. Like, it lives in there. Like, you can't force somebody to get that out, can you? How do you even analyze that? The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Why the fuck would he? Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Plus, how would you know that bullet in his shoulder is preserved? We don't know if it broke off into pieces. I mean, I assume not, for reasons of story, but... Well, Mr. Von Karma? Urgh! Ooh, the rage! Ah! Oh, Edgeworth, I'm so sorry. That's the scream he... Oh, shit! That's the scream he heard! Oh, what? He said he could never forget that scream. Snap. That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait. I know. Say it. Say it with conviction, boo-boo. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. Ugh. Hold on. I know we're in a tense moment. Okay. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. Whoa, the witness is no longer saying he's guilty of murdering his own father. Wild, right? Mr. Von Karma? Oh, there's a lot of things only you would dare defy me. So, it was you. Oh! You and your father are my curse! Okay. Oh gosh, there's so much happening here. Oh, okay. Yep. Yep, okay. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! I don't know. What was he saying at the end there? Death, okay. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. My perfect record. No. Edgeworth. Excuse you, ma'am. It was a shock like none I had ever known. I'm not gonna read all of this in his voice, because holy shit, that hurts my throat. Me, penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. Shh. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. And they showed that shot a lot, that cut scene a lot at the beginning of this. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Oh, because of, like, them having their fight and them becoming unconscious, he just assumed, like, it was Yogi who did it. Like, even his spirit didn't know the truth. And that's what unfolded all that other nonsense. With, Maya's mom getting called fake and shit. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now. End it. Very well. Edgeworth, you're not guilty. Von Karma, you hella guilty. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this phase. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. That is all. This court is adjourned. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Nick! Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside he crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. I wouldn't call it that, but okay. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. I know! Try. Thank you. I see. Oh gosh, I've never said this word in my life ever, because I'm that much of a meanie douche. Thank you, right? You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop! Or sorry, whoop! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Ahem. Whoop! I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edward this unguarded. Oh gosh, it's Lotta!
Hey, y'all.
Lotta! Y'all look great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth, congrats! Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. No, you didn't. Such lies.
Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Aw, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh?
It's over, Nick! My life is over! Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal.
Huh?
Thanks. Looking forward to it.
Yo, Nick. That's a suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right?
Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. Is Larry the one that stole the kids' lunch money all those years ago? No. No way. It's 38, right? Dollars, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. Even Edgeworth's just like, really? 38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38! No. No! Larry, it was you? What are you so surprised about, right?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. So he does remember. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah. Too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. He remembers! I know. Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Wow, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Sorry for giving you a traumatizing memory. Edgeworth. You should have told me.
Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago.
Also, Larry, you should have told him.